Today I'm going to talk about using Kits.ai and Audimee for vocal cloning, and I'm going to show you how to do it using both of those apps. I'm going to play you some samples of how each one sounds so you can compare them and see which one you think is best for you, along with talking about some general cloning info and compare the pricing for both apps. So let's dive in. So the first thing that you need to do is go to Kits.ai and create an account and then log in, and then go over here to the left. Go down to where it says Clone Voices, then go to Professional Voice Cloning. I tried Instant Voice Cloning, and it really didn't give a good result. So you go here, and you go to Upload Files. Go to one of your totally dry, no effects files, like this one here. And now I know how Gus and Woodrow felt when they left Lonesome Dove. And then you just keep adding them until you get up to 30 minutes. For the example of this video, I did a little somewhere between 10 minutes and 30 minutes of samples, and they all show up right here. The more you get, obviously, the better your clone is going to be. Then you hit Next, give it a name, confirm all these details, and then you hit Train. You can go over here to your clone voices to see the ones that you've created. So the one that I've been using for this demonstration is called Thom Pro Singer. So once you have your singer loaded here, you go up to Upload Acapella or Full Song. So I'm going to use this Suno song that I did, Country Squire, Morgan Wallen type version. I'm going to open that. It goes to Create Project. The interesting thing while we're waiting on this is you can listen back to it a cappella or with the instruments. So you can load in a track that has background music and everything, and it will peel off the vocal. You have to put the cursor like where the waveform is to hear it.
We were watching out a window, Dad was on his way.
So that sort of sounds Morgan Wallen-ish, I think. So once that has been converted to my vocal clone, this is what you get. We were watching out a window, Dad was on his way, bringing home our new car, we could hardly wait. So it sounds like me, but it sounds like me doing a Morgan Wallen impersonation, sort of, because that's the source that it came from. So whatever phrasing is on your original source material, that is what your final source is going to phrase it like. It basically, it copies it exactly. The style and the phrasing and things like that. Basically, it's like putting a coat of paint on something. The underlying thing is still going to have the same shape. If you paint a Volkswagen purple, it's still a Volkswagen underneath. It's still the shape of a Volkswagen. So let's try it again. Let's go back over here. And when you go to Voice Changer, you can go down and look at some previous ones. Here's some previous ones I did.
Dad was on his way.
So this is an old song of mine that I used to sing in a higher key. Check this out.
Bringing home our new car, we could hardly wait.
Okay, here's the new version with the new vocal clone laid on it. Bringing home our new car, and we could hardly wait. A two-tone Cobra Mustang was my brother Joe's desire. So that's my new voice. Here's what the old one again sounded like.
Cobra Mustang was my brother Joe's desire.
So it does sound more like my current vocal on this version. Now this old version, it's my phrasing. It's still the way I sing the song. It's just my voice sounds different these days. So when I applied my voice to my phrasing, that seems to be the way that it works the best. So if you have a singer that you're wanting to clone somebody else, it would need to be somebody that phrases similar to them where you could put their voice on it. Now once you get this vocal how you want it, you can go here and download it. And as you can see, it saves it as a WAV file that you can import into Pro Tools or whatever. Now one of the other ways that you can do this professional voice cloning if you don't use files is to have somebody sing in. You can record from scratch. It's probably best if you use an actual microphone. I did this just with my laptop recording into this, and it sounded very roomy, the final result. Check, check, 1, 2. So I'm going to use the Bolt 276 interface that I have with the Studio Project C1 microphone. And then it walks you through some things. Here it says press record, say testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. And then you listen, make sure it's okay. Then you hit next. We're going to use it for singing. It'll say like record your highest comfortable note, record your lowest comfortable note, la, la. And then you go on to the next one. So what it does here, it has you sing through some lyrics that they give you so that you can get a voice sample. So here it'll tell you what the melody is.
Welcome to the studio. You're just in time.
Welcome to the studio. You're just in time. And you do this whole, all 8 lines of this, and it gives you another one. Now there's like 6 of these that you go through to sample your voice. Okay, so let's do a comparison. I am going to show you what it sounds like when I use the version that was made from existing audio files on my computer from other sessions. So many stages and long lost spaces on this weary wayward heart. This old truck saddled like a trusty steed that knows its way back to the barn. Okay, so now I'm gonna go and try the other voice on it. And this clone is the one that I created by singing into the Kits.ai app. So many stages and long lost spaces on this weary wayward heart. This old truck saddled like a trusty steed that knows its way back to the barn. So now let's check out this other app that's called Audimee. I went on here and I created a pro account. It gives you 3 vocal slots. I've already created one right here, but let's start from scratch with one. You have to add training data, which is just like in the Kits.ai app. So it looks like on Audimee that you can upload up to 30 minutes of existing vocal files that you have, but it doesn't give you the option to put in your vocals by singing them into the app like Kits.ai does. Okay, so now let's check out the same song on Audimee. So many stages and long lost spaces on this weary wayward heart. This old truck saddled like a trusty steed that knows its way back to the barn. Okay, so let's compare all 3 using the chorus this time. Here's the version created in Kits.ai using samples. It's a strange and merry, solitary, cowboy kind of life. It's an old dive bar with one guitar playing rock star for the night. Here's the version from Kits.ai using the vocals that I recorded into the app. It's a strange and merry, solitary, cowboy kind of life. It's an old dive bar with one guitar and playing rock star for the night. And here's the version I recorded with Audimee using uploaded files. It's a strange and very solitary, cowboy kind of life. It's an old dive bar with one guitar and playing rock star for the night. So you be the judge. Which of these 3 do you think sounds best? This area right here is where you can put in your source material, and just like in Kits.ai, it can be a song that has music, a full music track on it. It doesn't have to be an isolated vocal. Here are some that I was working on yesterday. This is a Donnie Brewer song. Once you hit play, you have to click where the waveform is to hear it. Tommy sells banana rum from a big old pickle jar. So that sounds like me kind of singing it, but it's Donnie's phrasing. Now there's other options here. You can edit the pitch. You can put in the key that you want to work with. You can also do it here. Now, in the tutorials that I've watched, it says conversion strength. If you decrease it, it sounds more like the real you. The more you crank it up, the more artifacts you might get. And then you also have these options down here where you can remove instrumental. I believe that's what I did on these previous ones that I played for you. I just took all of this stuff out. So if your source material is a full track with a whole band and everything, these here will take all of that stuff out and leave you with just a vocal track to work with. Difference in pricing on Audimee and Kits. Audimee right here is $12 a month for 1 hour of conversions and 1 custom voice slot, whereas For $25, you get 3 custom voice slots and 3 hours of conversions. Over here on Kits, the starter is $10 a month, unlimited conversions, 2 voice slots. That's already better. But for just $30 a month, it's unlimited conversions and unlimited voice slots. So that's a lot better deal than Audimee. So it looks like Audimee costs a little bit more than Kits does. They both have features that you can use, like doing harmonies and vocal isolation, things like that. Each app has its own suite of tools that comes with it. But at the end of the day, which one sounds the best? And I think, from my opinion, I think Audimee sounds the best. To me, Audimee is the winner in this competition. It just sounds better. The vocals sound richer, sounds more like me, and I think it's better. I've still got some more experimenting to do with it, but I find that the clone vocal follows whatever your source material is doing phrasing-wise. I've played around with changing the keys to the songs to get them closer to my actual vocal range, and that seems to help make the vocal sound even more real. So now, how do you use your vocal clone with a program like Suno? I'm going to talk about that in another video. So hit me up with any questions you have in the comments section, and I'll see you in the next video.